right, so here he is, the still undefeated Umar Nurmagomedov. And we do hope eventually he gets into those title eliminators and back to those UFC main events, because a lot of people are bullish on his chances to dethrone the bantamweight champion, whoever that is, when his moment arrives. Still training under the watchful eye of Javier Mendez at the American Kickboxing Academy. Cardio Cain Velasquez has been a huge influence of late on Umar Nurmagomedov. Health is wealth, though, right? Wasn't able to make the walk for the Sandhagen fight. He is healthy again tonight. Let's see if he can put that best foot forward. You can argue this is the single hardest belt in the UFC to defend. The UFC's lightweight division has long been a murderer's row, and this champion's latest challenger looks like he could come through and upset the apple cart.
We were talking to him the other day, and I asked him about the fight. He goes, DC, nothing surprises me, because every time I go in there, I fight the toughest, scariest opponent. I understand my opponent's good, but I'm the champion for a reason, and I intend for it to stay that way.
Seemed like he had a great training camp, a great weight cut, and even though there are definite stylistic challenges in front of him here tonight, told us on Thursday in the fighter meeting, skill for skill, I'm better than this guy everywhere, and I'm going to prove it in a big way in front of this capacity crowd tonight. Charles Oliveira, we are set for our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Umar Nurmagomedov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. So will Umar Nurmagomedov one day be an undisputed UFC bantamweight champion? As we get this fight started, let's see how he chooses to proceed. He's an outstanding grappler, an accomplished striker as well. But I guess his greatest asset is just fighting on instinct, right? Finding that flow state. Certainly in his last fight, he found it early. The finish materialized. How soon can Umar Nurmagomedov impose his will on the opposition here tonight? Gets back to his feet. Man, back and forth we go, and early on, these guys getting after it.
They told us it would be fun, and so far, they've delivered.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
Right beside control, yep.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. Great job landing from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. Oh, he puts his knee on belly. He's postured, landing huge ground and pound. The guy has
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oliveira's right back to the full mount.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Well, he postures up again and delivers another big ground and pound strike. Beautiful sequence there by Oliveira. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shot.
Oh, the triangle is in, and not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong...
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by the shot man.
I mean, how about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me? All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the store.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Early right hand gets through for Dubrox. All right, DC, perhaps this will be the round in which the wrestler actually goes for a takedown. He's not even feinting shots thus far.
It's crazy because the takedown set up the striking. He is limiting himself in his approach because he's not using a skill that he's become known for.
Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount. Oh, he's out. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
That Darce is tight. It looks like the Darce choke is in. He's got it locked in now. What he's got to do is start to feed his hips, try to loop the leg so his opponent can't roll to his back.
Oh, submission defense holds up again. Another submission attempt here, and this is a good one.
Oh, he's getting it deep.
Wow, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Nurmagomedov's back to the side control now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Final seconds here of round 2. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Excellent ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. So you got to question the fight IQ at some point. He's got an outstanding offensive takedown game. His ground and pound strikes are vicious, yet hasn't done any of that tonight.
He's listened to the stories, John. He's listened to the stories. He's allowed for this guy to be bigger and badder than he truly is. He's allowed for this man to become such a specimen, such a problem, that he is,
this could just about do it. Out of range with that kick attempt. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, talk to me, champ. He's got great submission skills, good offensive wrestling. He hasn't so much as even shot for a takedown tonight.
I think he's stuck. I think he's stuck in between. He's good wrestling, but he's not great wrestling. He's great once the fight hits the ground, and he is unsure of how to get it there.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Umar Nurmagomedov going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Just out of range with that right hand. Back kick there.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. He's out. What's this defense on display?
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the cut man's actually getting excited. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Nurmagomedov. Setting up a sub here. Oh, looks like that submission's almost locked in.
Starting to get pretty deep here.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. Let's see who has the upper hand.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighter's feeling inside of the octagon is palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount. And now,
Oh, man, that was slick.
oh, setting up another submission now. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, that arm is in real trouble.
He's got it isolated. He's looking to finish.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm, was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
All right, looks like that Darcy's tight. Oh, my goodness, he got out again.
Wow, that is fantastic submission defense.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Umar Nurmagomedov.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
He's got to be careful here.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, attempting to go for the leg now. Heel hook looks tight.
Working hard to finish this heel hook. He has got to make sure that his knee does not beat his hips if he wants to get the finish.
Just work.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Not there yet, but we'll get the submission here shortly.
Nice transition.
Man, look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
All right, so there is the horn.
Ready,
That
fight.
means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense.
Yeah, you gotta give credit to both guys, but nothing more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting things you can watch in all of mixed martial arts. And there's that jab.
Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer. Because right now, he seems lost to it.
Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Oliveira. Big knee lands there.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his pull guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Now he's going full mount. Oh.
Under 2 minutes to decide this one now. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Umar Nurmagomedov. Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down.
Oh, and he locks up the triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, feed the hips, and he will definitely get the submission.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Great submission defense on display tonight.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
All right, so we congratulate Charles Oliveira on yet another UFC win, but this one, somewhat surprisingly, by decision, he goes to the cards.
So many thought that Charles Oliveira